So I'm trying to make sure that my document is showing when I start the record. But anyway, so I think it is. So if not, this will be like the fourth time I have recorded this. But anyway, I hope all of you are doing well. This is a copy from my Jolleyology announcement page or whatever. I'll keep a kind of an ongoing checklist of assignments that we've done. So if you have any questions, Google Classroom, it's if you're looking in the Google stream, it's kind of hard to find some things. And I have put things in the assignment, just trying to figure out a way to make it easier for you to find what we need to do. If there's ever any questions, just email me. If you email me in Google Classroom, I don't see that. I don't get alerts when I get emails like that. So the fastest way to get a response from me is to email me at my Dade email, and that's just Belinda Jolley at Dade cs.org. But anyway, that would be the quickest way. But I will look at the Google Classroom. It's just that I don't get alerts from that, and then I've got 3 different sections, and by the time I check them all, I may overlook your email, and I don't want to do that or overlook your question. So if you don't get a response from me fairly quickly, email me, and then I get an alert for that. But what you should have done, Fear the Chapter 3, as far as notes, you can take a picture of those and then send them to me. Either email them to me and then I'll put your grade in Infinite Campus. They were talking about maybe having a Dropbox for like assignments and things. There's some students that aren't doing online. They don't have internet, so they're doing paper assignments. So I don't know if they have that or not. I'll check. But if you're having a problem taking a picture and emailing me your notes, then we'll figure out something else. Just email me if we have to come up with something else to do instead for getting in the notes. You should have on the PowerPoint, I uploaded it to the Google Stream, and also in the assignments, I'll upload the PowerPoint to the Chapter 5 in the assignments or in classwork, but I haven't yet, but it is on Google Stream. I can't upload PowerPoints in Jolleyology, so that's why I'm not putting stuff there. But go to the slide 21, do that quiz. The quizzes on the video clips are not timed. So what I would do is if you, there's usually just 5 questions, no more than 10. But so far they've only been 5 and one quiz has 4. I would open the quiz because it's not timed, or the video clip quiz is not timed. Look at the questions, then watch the video clip, and then you will know what to look for as far as your answers. That's the way I would do it. You only get 1 attempt at the video clip, okay? If you have a problem like with your technology and something happens and you need me to restart, like you didn't get some questions answered or something messed up, let me know. I can see, if you made other attempts, but I only count the first attempt. So, but again, it's not timed. And if I were you, I would look at the questions first and then watch the video. And you may have to go back and watch the video if there's something that you can't remember. But that's the way that I would approach those. Um, the USA Test Prep, um, the A and the B, those were on sales. So that's your prior knowledge. No new material there. I just kind of wanted to have an idea of how well you learn the material on sales. So I'm asking you to try to get maybe 70% accuracy. If you get 70%, I'm good with that, and I'll give you full credit on date. And these are daily grades. So, these here are daily grades. When you feel like you're ready, if you haven't already, take the Chapter 3 Biosphere test. It doesn't have a password. You have a link on your Google Classroom in the assignment that takes you right there. Just sign in, first name, last name, take the test. It is timed, okay? So it's timed because you need to know the material a little bit. Look over your notes. You've also got the test practices on Jolleyology, the rags to riches. So here's chapter 3 and here's chapter 5. I'll probably leave chapter 3 on there just because some are behind because they didn't have devices and things yet. And so now some are still working on chapter 3. So that's why it's still on there. But do the practice on the test before taking the quiz. But it is time, so don't, be careful with your time. I think there was only 25 questions on the Biosphere test. And, just looking at the time, most people, it took them like 15 minutes. I think I only had one that ran out of time. And I think maybe it was because maybe they didn't know that it was time and just, but anyway, keep that in mind that chapter quizzes are time. But there's no reason that you should run out of time, because if you look over your notes that you took from the PowerPoint, and if you do the rags to riches, the test practice, vocabulary practice, you shouldn't have any problem with the test. But anyway, those are the things that you should have done so far. Last week I put up chapter 5 PowerPoint, so you could already, and some of you may have already made notes. If you haven't, make your notes from chapter 5. Then today, on Monday, March the 30th, I assigned a video clip on slide 18, which was a Black Death. So that one you should, that's your first assignment in chapter 5. I have 2 more, I think. I know one, but I think it's 2 more video clips in chapter 5 that we'll do daily assignments on. I will go ahead and post or make available your chapter 5 quiz by Thursday. It's really not due because we'll have spring break next week. So that test or that quiz is not due until after spring break, because I still have some material and populations that I want to do in chapter 5. But if you want to go ahead and take the quiz, you feel like that, or the chapter test, because you feel like you know the material, and then that way it will keep you from having to refresh and look back over. So if you feel like that you're ready, and again, one way that you can know that is by going and taking doing the practice on the rags to riches and Jolleyology. But I will make that available on Thursday. But again, that test won't close until after spring break. We won't have any assignments or anything during spring break. They've asked us not to do that. So, but I'll keep checking my email. So if you're still working on stuff, I may not get back to you as quickly as I do during the regular weeks. I answer my email pretty quickly. Again, if you send me something on Google Classroom, I'm not alerted, and so I have to go in there and check on that. The other thing is when you do assignments, um, I usually wait until at night. I will update all of my grades and my scores in Infinite Campus. So that keeps me from having to go back and forth, and I'm less likely to miss something because it allows me just to look at everybody at once. And but if I do fail to put a grade in, like if you did something, if you submitted an assignment and you don't see a grade the next day during the regular school week, um, then please email me because I don't want to overlook something that you've done or turned in. During spring break, however, if you do something, I may not look at it. I don't know that I will look, every night like I do during the regular school week. So just kind of keep that in mind. And I want to try and schedule a Zoom meeting. I've had some computer problems with um, my speakers. I made a roaring sound, and so it was just um, a problem there. But anyway, I think I've got it fixed. And like I said, I think this is the fourth time that I have recorded this. I don't know if it's going to work until I stop the video to see. But if not, I will be doing this a fifth time. And that's probably, I'm not going to be surprised if that happens either. But anyway, anything that you need, please email me and I'll do the best I can to help you. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.